Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this seminar that we are organizing together, UNCTAD and ICPE here in Slovenia. We are delighted to welcome you all and address some opening remarks on the importance of this seminar, why non-tariff measures are so important, and why this particular event is so crucial for us. My opening remarks will be about the importance of non-tariff measures. These are policy measures other than tariffs that usually relate to very important policy objectives. For example, sanitary or phytosanitary objectives, public policy objectives. Sometimes refer to technical standards that protect the consumers, protect the users of the goods. Now, the problem or the challenges, if I may say, of these non-tariff measures is that they impose, of course, costs in terms of trade. And the compliance of with these regulations can have different impacts on different partners, including and most especially in our work in UNCTAD, is what are the costs particularly for developing countries in adapting themselves to the compliance of these non-tariff measures. The effects could be on price, they could be on volume, or in both. And the question is how to make compatible two different public policy objectives. Say, on one hand, for example, protecting human and animal health, and on the other hand, also helping fostering a free flow of goods and services in the international trade. Now, one of the difficulties we have with non-tariff measures is also the transparency, the information gap that we have. We all know that in most of the cases, by just pressing a button, we would know what the tariff or the preferential tariff is for a certain product, for a certain good. But what are the regulatory aspects related to the trade of that good? It's something sometimes, and in some markets, quite difficult to find. So we in UNCTAD, together with other international organizations, but we are leading the work on filling that information gap, making the trade more transparent, creating a public good, a database, a strong, reliable database, free of access for everyone, by collecting from the field directly what are the regulatory aspects related to the trade of goods and services. So we train people in the field to collect this information. Once we have that information, we analyze it. We try to understand what are the impacts, both in terms of achieving the public policy goal, say, for example, sanitary objectives again, and also what is the impact regarding trade. We believe that this is a substantive work that can help countries and economic regions in trying to overcome the disparities that they could have, the regulatory distance that they could have among themselves. And we think that by that we help countries integrate better themselves into international trade and to the international economy. We have developed several instruments to understand better what is the impact, to measure the impact of non-tariff measures. We have developed instruments also to understand in a certain economic sphere what is the regulatory discrepancy among different partners of the same economic entity. By that, we try to help economic integration. So all these issues will be addressed, I hope, during the seminar with ICPE. And I would therefore like to express our thanks, our interest to follow up this cooperation in whatever formats, bilaterally, regionally, and most importantly, to tell all of you, ladies and gentlemen, that here at UNCTAD we are at your disposal to help you on dealing with this very important topic. Thank you very much.